Hey y'all, this is Brett. Today I would like to talk about the perfect diet and why I believe that the diet that I've been working towards refining for the last 20 years is the one that I'm still working on and still believe in. And it's not a fruitarian diet, and it's not an all raw food diet. It is a very broad diet, and for me especially, it's a diet that has a lot of high nutrient quality foods in it, and specialty foods. And I see people like Dan, and you all get the feed from my website, the comments showing what I say about this and that. You watch me giving a thumbs up to Clapton or Jimmy Page. Cool. I hope you like the old rock stuff too. And but I just watched the Dan, the Life Regenerator video, and they're constantly talking about how they think that the fruit is the higher energy foods. And they're right. They are the higher energy foods. But there's a balance within everything in this world. And the fruit is the acidic food, generally, and the vegetables are the alkalizing food, generally. And with nuts and seeds, nuts are generally more acidifying, and the seeds are generally a little more alkalizing. And beans are generally acidifying, but when you sprout them, then they're more alkalizing. And so all the macrobiotic things that I learned about the seaweeds and all the different kinds of seaweeds and their benefits, and fermenting foods, and I'm learning more about fermenting foods from a book, that one, Wild Fermentation. But there are so many different kinds of foods that contribute to our well-being, our mental well-being, our physical well-being, our ability to connect spiritually to the heavens, our abilities to think and reason, as well as be compassionate and loving. And so I am not trying to jump on anyone's bandwagon. I'm not trying to be an 80-10-10er or a fruitarian. I listen to what people have to say, and I find these things interesting, and I compare, and I wonder to myself, are they just trying to emulate someone? Are they just trying to be like somebody because they think that they're beautiful? Because they believe their theories on things? I largely listen to myself. I have my own logic. I'm not reading the Bible, because I believe that I know within me what's righteous. And I don't always believe that it's best to just give somebody something on the street if they ask me for $1, like Dan just said that he does. He said that because Jesus said that if somebody asks something of you, that you should just give it to them. Well, I don't believe that. And I don't necessarily believe that Jesus thought that, because things can be lost in translation. Because anybody with half a brain knows that people shouldn't always just be gifted with anything that they ask for. That's fucking stupid. Oh, damn McDonald. See, one thing that we should definitely know for sure is that he is a beautiful person. And a lot of people will say, well, beauty isn't everything, looks isn't everything. But give credit where credit is due, because anyone that is born into this world, don't just say, oh, well, they were born with their looks. Well, guess what? If they were born with something, good looks, intelligence, whatever it may be, they deserve to have whatever they have. Anybody, everybody out there, everything that they have, you, your friends, everyone, deserves to have exactly what they do have. They achieved it in past lives, in this life, in other worlds. They achieved what they have at this time. They got the parents that they deserved. Everything in my life, good or bad, that I've gotten, I deserve it because I asked for it or I created it. And so Dan, he's a beautiful person, and he deserves to have that. And so he deserves to have all of this attention, and he deserves to now be going crazy. I'm sorry. But you see, it's not healthy to get too big. Look what happened to Elvis. We could name a zillion people that the pressure got to them, that all of that human energy, you see, the humanity out there, all of that humanity of all those people out there, it's a lot of pressure and power and idiocy, and I mean, you could use a lot of words to describe it. It's crazy. And I think I'll just get up and go work in my garden, and I think I'll just keep making my videos, and I'll just tell people exactly what I think. You know, I'm just going to tell you what I think. And so many people won't groove with me. They won't subscribe like Dan or Harley. I'm not going to make videos that are just radically polarizing like Harley. If you don't know who Harley is, he's the durian rider. Durian is a very nasty tasting fruit. It's sulfuric. It's very sulfuric. It smells like your rotten socks. And so Harley, he's taken that name on, Durian Rider, because he is a bicycle rider and he's a very cool dude. He is quite a unique person. But no, I do not agree with eating that many bananas. But I will admit that I have found benefit in eating some bananas every day. Bananas are a very important, along with potatoes, very important food for giving yourself a break. And so the video that Dan made today, he maybe understands it to a degree, the importance of these foods and allowing your body's vital organs, especially your organs of elimination, to take a break from the cleansing. You know, a lot of these diets that we see are radical cleansing diets, and some people can do that, but I'm telling you right now that eventually they're going to swing back the other way. In the 70s, people got really into bell-bottom pants, and the pants got wider and wider and wider, and I remember as a kid saying to myself, what's up with that? You know? Like, I'll tell you some stupid ones. I remember, I grew up in the 70s, and I remember that people started to say, take a shit. And I thought to myself as a kid, what the hell are they talking about? Taking a shit. And I asked somebody, I said, well, what's up with that? And they said, it just means to go to the bathroom, to go poop, you know? And I thought, well, they're not taking a shit. They're leaving it. And it still boggles my mind. People come up with all kinds of things like bell bottoms and stupid phrases, and they catch on for whatever reason, and then people just go with it. And now if you go downtown San Diego, you see the Gothic people, and they can hardly get their pants on. They can hardly get them over their ankles because they're so tight. And me, I am not blessed. What? You need to go outside? I'll let her outside. Go on, go at it. I guess that I am just not blessed with the luxury of being able to swing so radically and violently from left to right. I have to stay, moderately logical and in my head, and I can't make too many mistakes, and I can't jump on too many people's bandwagons. I have to use my own intuition to stay alive because I was born a deficient person. My mom just told me the other day, she's told me 100 times, when I came out, when I was born, I was long and skinny. Here I am, still long and skinny, genetically deficient person. But, that's why I focus so intently on eating foods, and why I know my natural instincts tell me that I'll absorb the nutrients from cooked collard greens or kale more than if I try and eat them raw. Now, someday I may be able to absorb the nutrients from really more raw foods. Obviously I will if the villi in my small intestine get stronger and longer and just more able and better flora, etc. And so, but all in good time. All in good time. Listen to yourself and know what you need in this moment. And that's all I think I want to say today. I feel pretty good. I think I'm looking better. And life is alright. Ain't bad. It's coming around.